Hi everybody. I'm just wondering if there'll actually be anybody there at this time. I don't know whether there'll be anybody there. I'm just moving all Mark's stuff over to here. I'm going to, there he is. He's plugged in editing so he won't see you or hear you. He doesn't actually even know I'm doing this live. He probably thinks I'm just doing some sort of Instagram thing or something. I'm a bit like that, but I'm not pissed. I'm not pissed because I'm doing 28 days. No, not 28 days. What am I talking about? I'm doing 100 days sober. Let me just move you over a bit. Is that better? Is that better? Is that better? Hi, everybody. What are you all doing? What are you doing this morning? What were you doing when I said, let's do a live? What were you doing? Hi, everybody. Bit of a surprise live. Bit of an extra live for you. Wouldn't usually do this on a Sunday morning. But we've just finished doing everything for the Sunday show for the members area. And I thought, why don't I do a surprise live for people? Because the YouTubers that just keep giving. I will be watching Love Island tonight, yes. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to watch it on catch up because I'm out tonight. I might watch it later. If I watch it live, oh no, I will be back for it live. I will be back for it live. Sorry, I will do some Instagram lives in the break. So, I'm going to make a shepherd's pie this morning. Because later on I've got my mum and dad coming over. And our friend Pat. You know Pat. You've met Pat before. Oh, thank you, Tracy. I'm new, just want to say hi, says Tracy Towie. Hi, Tracy. Welcome. Welcome to the family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Susan Norton. Good morning, James. Good morning, Joy. Good morning, Victoria. I was just scrolling my Instagram when you found me, Victoria. Isn't that nice? How did Pat come into your life? Well, what a lovely question. Because Pat used to be my mum's cleaner. And years and years ago, and I just had Maddie. So she'd been with my mum maybe about 3 or 4 years, and I had Maddie. Mark was off in the North Pole, filming for BBC, and I was frantic. I had to go back to work, and I was absolutely frantic. Hangover Hell, M70, join me on 100 days no drinking. And I had been desperately trying to find somebody to help me with the kids. And I was interviewing all these people, and they would come and they were like professional nannies and this and that. And they would just be talking to me about money and about business and about this and about that. And they hardly looked at Maddie. Anyway, I was over at my mum's and I was upstairs, and I heard Pat talking to Maddie. Maddie was in the buggy. I'd left her downstairs, and I could hear her saying, "Oh, hello, you. Oh, you're too clever for yourself. Look at you. Aren't you, little darling? Where are the ducks? Where are the ducks?" And I thought, I like that. It was a bit of a Mrs. Doubtfire moment. It was a bit like that. Anyway, so I said to her, would she help me with the girls? And she did. The whole of their childhood. And so they just think of her as their other nan. So for us, now she's elderly and she's unwell. She's really suffering, We look after her because we love her and the girls love her. And she's like one of the family. So I know that Sundays when you're elderly, it can be so boring and lonely. So whenever we can, we have her over on a Sunday for lunch. Kiki and Maddie usually go and see her in the week, once a week. Go and sit with her, watch a bit of telly. So nice. They're such kind girls. So anyway, no, it's not my nose. I don't need to blow it. It's just the onions have made it tickle a bit because I'm just cut. So basically, if you want to make this shepherd's pie later, the first thing I'm doing is peeling a couple of onions. I'm not going to show you that because you know what a couple of onions are and you know what chopping onions are. But the first thing I always do when I do shepherd's pie is I heat up the pan and I dry fry. That means with no oil the meat. Now, Leo, I know you're watching because I've seen you there. You can do this exact same recipe with corn or whatever it is that you use, whatever meat substitute. So I just dry fry it, get the pan hot. And the reason I fry it is if you just put the meat in, once you put the onions in and everything, it kind of just, it steams again, so you don't get the caramelizing and the meat flavors coming out. How can I make corn shepherd's pie exactly the same way as I'm making this? Exactly the same, except you probably don't need to dry fry the corn. So, oh, I've got, no, I don't, oh, I've got an itchy nose. Come in, girls. Are you wanting breakfast? All right, darling. Love you. Hi, Terry. So, Terry, you've just joined us. I'm just making shepherd's pie. So, if you're doing this vegetarian or vegan, you do exactly the same thing. So, you see, look, just going into the pan, and I'm just going to fry it till it's browned. And so I do that usually. I put that in, and then I let it do that while I'm chopping up the onions. I became a member yesterday. Julie, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Now, I can see there's some new people there. The membership area, we do put out a hell of a lot of stuff on this YouTube channel. So much content. Look, Mark's over there now. Mark's been up since 7 this morning working. He's got his headphones in so he can't hear us. And we actually couldn't continue putting out the same amount of content that we were without in some way monetizing a part of the channel. So we have a members area that's £1.99 a month. And you get extra stuff. Oh, welcome. Who's that, Carol? You get extra content. But nothing has been taken away from the main channel. Nothing. We're really, really particular about that. So, you know, movie channel, mental health, lives, vlogs, everything that you ever had on the main channel is still on the main channel. Because we didn't want to be those people that like got everybody to like be part of our community and then go, oh look, you've got to pay for it. So it's really just an extra bit if people want it, $1.99 a month. And it helps us keep putting this content out. Because actually we've been doing this for a year and a half. You know, we haven't done any brands or anything on the channel. We haven't, you know, so anyway, and there's a lot of cost to it. So that's why we do it. So, yeah, and on there we put the No Name Sunday show. So if you want to check out what the Sunday show is like, there is one on the playlist here, and that's what happens every Sunday. So we review the papers, I cook 2 dishes, my dad does something called Teddy Talks, the kids do something called Me. They show us the things that have made them laugh on the internet. So, yeah. Can we now join on at iPad? Yes, Mark has found a way now to join on iPad.
No, you can't join on iPad. You have to join off iPad.
Oh, you join off iPad, but you can watch it on iPad. So if you wanted to borrow somebody's, go on somebody else's computer if you haven't got one.
Go to our community tab and explain for everyone to see how to do it.
If you go onto the community tab, it will explain how you can join. Oh, Chrissy tried that and it didn't work. Chrissy, email Michelle on, where there's an email address, Michelle, and then put in the subject, help with membership joining, and she'll help you. She'll take you through it, okay? Hi, Saskia. I see my subscription as like buying my favourite monthly magazine. So much worth. Oh, thank you. We were talking about it today, me and Mark. We can't believe it's a month. It's 4 weeks. Who's this? Suzanne Stone. My 8-year-old daughter and 6-year-old grandson make shepherd's pie when they are here. Oh, and last night my granddaughter made chicken and veg pie from scratch. Well done, Suzanne's granddaughter. So actually I'm a bit annoyed. I wish I'd put a little bit of oil in with my meat because it's gone a bit steamy. I think there was more water in this lamb than there was fat. So that's a bit stiff. This isn't how you want it to look. You see how watery it is like that? You don't want that. Let me turn it round. Hang on. So look, it's gone really watery. If I'd put a little bit of oil, that wouldn't have happened. Just saying. Because it's steaming now, which is the thing I don't want. So what I'm going to do is whack up the heat to try and burn off some of that water. Okay, and then what I do is I'm doing two boxes. What am I doing? That is, what's the gram on that? I can't see it. 400 grams, so I'm doing 800 grams of meat. Again, if you've just joined me, you can do exactly what I'm doing if you're a vegetarian or a vegan, using, you know, whatever your alternative is, soya or whatever. So, not really very happy with that. So the next batch, I'm going to add a little bit of oil. So I'm just browning the meat, cutting up the onions. So I've got 800 grams of lamb, and I've done 2 quite big onions, because I really like lots of onion in my shepherd's pie. You know, I'm tempted to put 3 onions, because, and if you're vegan or vegetarian using soy, put loads of onions in. Gives you lots of extra lovely flavour. Yeah, so I'm just going to put 2, because Mark's a bit fussy about onions. But if I had my way, I'd put 3 large ones. Shout out, please. Cotton Candy. Hi, Mark is over there. He can't hear us. He's got his earphones in because he's just finishing off editing the Sunday show. Shout out to Diamond Martin, 21 today. I don't know how to say that. Diamond? David? Is it? I don't know how to say that. How's Iron Man? How funny was that, Vicky? Last night we did a surprise live. Last night as well, we did a surprise live vlog. And Mark was being really annoying. Doing all his you can watch it, we did post it up. And so I got his Iron Man and threatened to bite his head off, and it was so funny. I'm just going to show you the meat now. So all that water, because I just whacked the heat up, the water's disappearing now, and now the meat's going a bit nicer and brown. So we're getting a bit of caramelisation. Okay. It was so funny, wasn't it, Darlene? Hi, Emster Lopez. Hi, Karen. Can't believe I've actually caught a live after trying for so long. Love shepherd's pie. Are you not being notified when we go live? You have to hit your notification bell so that you're notified when we're live. Otherwise, YouTube won't tell you. They're buggers. They are buggers. So I'm taking that out now and cooking my next pot of meat, because I don't want to steam it, I want it caramelised. Now, my shepherd's pie, I don't ever cook it in the oven. Controversial. Oh Christ, I can't get that off. What I do is I make the meat sauce, I let that bubble away, and then I let it really cook down, and then I make my mash. Oops. So it's nice and hot. So I've got the fillings hot, the mash is hot, and then I just top the filling in this same pan. It will all go in this pan. So I'm not using loads of pan. Let me show you. So I've got one that can go under the grill, because that's not going to melt. And once the meat is all cooked and yummy and delicious, or your vegetarian option, I then just pile the mash on top and put it under the grill. Scrape it and everything. Butter, or if you're vegan, just sprinkle some oil, a bit of oil on so it's nice and crunchy, and put it under the grill. Because you won't see the end bit, because it would be too long a YouTube live. You'd get bored of me, I'm telling you. So that's cooking away now. Let's go over here a bit while that cooks down, because it's a bit noisy. So all in the same pan. So I'm frying my meat, taking my meat out, then I'm going to fry my onions, and I'm going to add some carrots and all sorts of things. How to become a member, Nadia? $1.99 a month. It is $1.99 a month. There is a little join caption under all the videos. You just hit that and it will tell you what to do. Hi, Matthew Page. What tripod stand do I use? I use one. I just got it on Amazon. Cheap. It was about a tenner. Hi, Heather Gunn. Hi, Luby. Who's watching Strangers on Netflix? It's brilliant. Oh, no, I'm not watching that. I have to check it out. Helen Williamson made my katsu curry last night. It was delicious. Ah, did you make the vegan one or the chicken one? Hi, Kim. Hi, Courtney. It's a Waterhouse thing. Hi there. Good morning. James Flanagan, morning. I'm getting up at 11:55 so I can say I've got up before the afternoon, Sundays. I need French toast. French toast, really easy to cook. Do you know how to make French toast? You know, it's extra nice if you use brioche. Just whisk up some eggs, put a little vanilla in, put in some sugar and fry it in butter. A big slab of brioche like that. Dip it in the egg, fry it in butter, and then put loads of icing sugar on top. If you put a blob of raspberry jam and sugar, it tastes exactly like donuts. Let me ask him, Salier. Mark, Salier says, have you hidden Iron Man?
Yes. Yeah.
But have you seen how much other stuff there is in there? Come and have a look, guys. Mark's. Look. It's a smorgasbord of delight. So this is Iron Man. He hasn't hid him. And yesterday, I took him hostage against his will. And every time Mark behaved badly, I threatened to take off his wing or bite his head off. Look here, guys. Are you proud of me? And look here. The tree has gone. We've still got this one. And I can't decide whether to turn it into a Valentine's tree or whether that's just silly. Courtney Carrot is doing roast potatoes my way. Yes! They're the best roast potatoes. If you want to know how to do roast potatoes my way, guys, parboil your potatoes and then individually scratch them. Take 2 forks and scratch the potatoes all over. And then put them into very, very hot oil. Not goose fat, duck fat, anything, just normal vegetable or sunflower oil. And cook them for about an hour. And yeah, I do want to put the pink lights back up because Mark took them down. It was so annoying. He didn't realise. Thought Mark was fantastic on Loose Women. He's helping loads of people. Oh my God, I'm so proud of him. He was so brilliant, wasn't he? If you didn't watch it, guys, it was Thursday's Loose Women. It will be on ITV Catch Up. Check it out. Oh my God. I loved it because so many of you were saying that you were like, you got such a shock. Like lots of you were saying that we were watching it and then you were like, Mum, Mark's on the telly. And we loved that so much. We were talking about it. It's like literally like, people were saying it felt like it was a member of their family was on the telly. God, he was so annoying last night in that vlog though. There he is. So annoying. We did laugh. We were trying to do yoga poses this morning for the No Name Sunday show. It's very funny. Watched it, but was looking at his biceps, says Sally. I've got to have a look at this. Because we haven't watched it. We will never watch it. But so many people have commented on his biceps. I think I might just have to have a quick look. Max F says to do a Valentine's tree. Yeah. It's just got a bit annoying there with the telly. Maybe if I moved it somewhere. Maybe if I moved it to the hall, that might be nice. Is there any plans for Mark to come on again? I hope so. I think he really enjoyed it in the end. Is there room for another member? Yes, James Flanagan. You're welcome. Come and join us, member. I get really worried about talking about it because I don't want people to feel excluded. But what you've got to remember is everything has stayed the same on here. We are not taking anything away and going, yeah, you can't see this anymore, because that would be horrible. But we've just got to find a way to earn a little bit of money from it. YouTube take 30% of it, I would like to add. For Mark to keep working the way that he is. He's working so hard. It's 7 days a week. We work 7 days a week, no doubt about it. So, yeah, had to happen. Right, so my meat is done now. I'm just going to flip you around. There it is. Whoa, look. Oh, no, actually, that's a bit pink. But you see how it's going nice and brown now? That's what I want. That gives us a bit more flavour. Just give another, just literally 2 more stirs and that'll be, because it's going to cook again. Okay, so that then goes onto a plate. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, same pan, because we don't, oh, sorry. You went right over there. Same pan, just a little bit of oil. I'm just going to put you back here. Hang on. I'm just going to turn you around. Anyone that's just joined us, I'm making shepherd's pie, and I just want to tell you, and I'm telling you about a little secret that I use. Where is it? Her gig's tonight, not last night. Somebody just asked me about the gig. Yeah. So, Let's have a look. Here we go. Why can't I open this? Oh, there it is. So another little bit of oil. Now I love using the same pan for everything because in there I've got all the meat juices. Don't forget, if you're veggie, you're still doing everything the same. So if you're veggie, you'd be now putting your onions in. And I want them nice and soft, so I'm going to put them in the pan and let them cook down a bit on a higher heat and giving them a bit of a stir, getting them covered in the oil. Put a little salt, not too much because of the other things I'm going to add are a bit salty. Just a little bit of salt just to break down. Oh God, it's already smelling delicious. Hello Eloise. What did you search for the phone tripod? I'm wondering where I can put this link. Where can I put this link? I'll put it on my Twitter. I'll put it on my Twitter, the link. I'll find it and put it on my Twitter so you can find it there. So I'm just going to let that cook down and then I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing next, right? So this is my secret trick for shepherd's pie. And it's my mum's trick and it's shepherd's pie with an inbuilt gravy, okay? And what I do is I put 2 tins, because I'm making a big shepherd's pie, just 1 tin if it's normal shepherd's pie, of mushroom soup. What do you think? Now it doesn't taste mushroomy, it just tastes really gravy. Because I also add, can be anything, a beef stock or a lamb stock. Actually, this should be lamb because it's shepherd's pie. So it'll be a lamb stock. So if it's cottage pie means you use beef and you put vegetables in. Shepherd's pie is lamb. But I'm sort of mixing a shepherd's and a cottage because everyone prefers lamb. So I'm putting vegetables in, but I'm using lamb. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to use a beef stock cube. That's fine. I haven't got any lamb stock cubes. So my onions, now I've just turned them down because I don't want them brown, I just want them soft. So then I'm gonna cook them down so they're really soft. And then Matthew_page, I'll try and find that back. But if I can't find that, your Twitter handle, look on my Twitter and I'll post it there. Can you and Dina do a veggie mince taste test? Yes, that's a good idea. We will do that. Morning from New York City. Morning, Cheeky Chops. Good to know Iron Man survived last night. Felt a bit sorry for Mark, but you are. Can everyone stop feeling sorry for Mark? Have you got? I mean, I love him dearly, but he is a bloody nightmare to live with. Let's see him. Oh, let's see him in action. This is what he's doing. I'm going to turn you around. Hang on. Okay, there he is. Take the sound out so they can hear what you're doing.
Vogue Williams is hoping to ring the changes as she reveals all about her battles with online body shaming and then goes on about online.
Headlines.
That's the headlines for the Sunday show. I'm just saying how hard you work. Oh, bless him. He is a cheeky chappy. Last night I was asking people if they wanted to swap husbands for a week. And I think it was Cheeky Chappie from New York City that offered her chap from Glasgow. Was that right? Is that what you said? You said he was good, he was a bit of a builder. I've got a lot of work I need doing around the house. So just a few more minutes. I'm just going to add a little bit more oil to the pan. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit. That's my Glasgow accent. Any tips for all day morning sickness and night sickness? Oh, I'm 19 weeks pregnant. Oh God, you poor thing. Well, for mine, I saw a homeopath. I didn't just take a remedy. I saw a homeopath and that really helped. But I mean, have you tried proper ginger tea with fresh ginger? I find mint tea really helped me. Mint tea, fresh mint, and you just literally put it in a teapot, pour some boiling water, add some sugar or honey if you want, and just sip on that. It really helped me. But go into the health shop. They've got all sorts of things for biscuits. I ate a lot of digestives when I was pregnant. Now you see, I'm a bit annoyed because I was talking to you. Look what you don't want to do. You don't want to do this, look. You see how they've gone a bit brown now? That's wrong. They should be just like this, sort of soft without being brown. Poo bums. Poo bums. I now stink of onions. Oh, I know, I love onions. Emster Lopez, 23. Ginger, yeah, ginger biscuits are good. But actually, I think fresh ginger, grated, is really medicinal. Cinnamon is another good thing that you can use for sickness. Poor you, though. Oh, but congratulations on being pregnant. Heather McDonald, you could try sign into the YouTube website on iPad using... Oh, this is somebody helping someone. Nads, what's your favourite meal to cook? Well, it's a funny one, that. It depends what mood I'm in. Like, I love to cook something like shepherd's pie because it's real comfort food. On a Sunday, because it's not like stress, come home from work, you're tired cooking. I do love to cook a really nice roast dinner. Roast dinner is lovely to cook. But then I really love cooking Middle Eastern food. I like cooking curries. I'm not so good with cakes. I'm getting better, but I'm not really a great cake maker. Kiki's a better cake maker than me. Yes, put the details of Lisa's shoe shop. Yes, Anne-Marie, sorry, we keep promising that, don't we? We must do it. All Sunday meals just hit right. Nadia, can you tell Mark I said hey, please? Josh says hello, Mark.
Hi, George.
Hi, Josh, he says. Love cooking roast dinner on Sunday. My partner loves it. Oh, no. Do you do that thing? Zilla Kids, that's it. Zilla Kid, that's the name of the jumper place. I think I just saw Teddy on an episode of Are You Being Served? Yes! He was in Are You Being Served? God, I didn't think they could show that anymore. It's so unpolitically correct. So now I'm putting my mince back in because my onions are nicely done. Putting my mince back in. And next, I'm going to put my soup. If you just joined us, I'm making shepherd's pie with inbuilt gravy. Hang on, I'm just going to open up my other one. I also do this as a really quick filling for a chicken pie. I'll show you that one day. Okay, so look, here goes the soup. It won't look like this when it's got the... It looks a bit weird. I probably should have showed it to you after I'd stirred it in. It will look delicious in a minute. And then I fill up 1 can with water. And I add that. And I let that cook down. I'm going to put some carrot and maybe some peas in, but I can't remember. I think my mum doesn't like peas in it. And let it cook down. I'm going to add... This is where it'll go nice and brown again. I'm going to add my stock. Put that in. It's beef, it should be lamb because I'm making a shepherd's pie, but it won't, nobody will know. Stir it in. And I want that really to just cook down. What I do is I leave it to cook for about... I leave it to cook for about 25 minutes, but actually the lamb is cooked. If you were in a real hurry, you could just cook this down for like 15 minutes. But half an hour, 40 minutes, is nice. If you find it easier to just put it in the oven, you could at this point put your mash on top and just put it in the oven on a low heat. So that's just gonna cook down. And then in a bit, I can add my veg. And let's just bring that up to heat. Oh, it's gone off. So I'm going to add some black pepper to that. Actually, it's